Hi guys, Gaming Bear here. Right, we're pushing our way into to Russia, and I was checking around, and what I've realised is you click on Italy, watch out for things like this. They've got some Italian guys defending Russia, so that may start a bit of a situation. So I may have to get some guys down on the border to be able to defend, just in case we cause problems and have to end up attacking an Italian unit. So yeah, that's something you've got to watch out for. So bear that in mind. So I'm going to carry on pushing my way through, closing these pockets, working to seal these up. You need to be very, very careful that you don't get your units cut off. Like here, we've got these different areas. They're working their way through, attacking us in these zones. Those guys are working their way in. He's going to there. Let's get him round to that zone. That area hasn't been sealed off, so we've got to close that off as well. Push up to seal those areas. They need to move through into there, and then following through to try and seal those areas. Him into there, follow through, go around the outside to try and close up all these areas, because it's like snowfields that you get stuck in. So keep watching, seeing where their troops are, see where the holes are, and make sure that you clear every single area. Because if they start getting behind you, start cutting you off, they will absolutely decimate your forces before you even know it. It's really, really tricky. So I'm going to pause this, move things on, and see you very, very soon. Later on, 20th of November, still rolling through, taking Sevastopol, pushing in, but you've got to clear each of these areas because they keep trying to push out of these snowy zones, and so you need to keep moving up your units and keep setting up the garrisoned areas and the fallback lines in the background. Otherwise, they just keep sweeping through and cutting you off. And I haven't let that happen, so that's something you've really, really got to be on top of. So I'm going to carry this on. But yeah, they're still fighting. We've still got battles going on. We've lost a plane for a sub, which I think is pretty fair. And we're going to keep on fighting, keeping on pushing, and take it to the Soviet Union and to Russia. Oh yes. At the same time as you keep pushing through, keep moving your air forces forward. I'm just flying these units further forward to the most further forward airbase possible, just getting straight in there, sending them through while you keep on pushing your forces in. And I have the anti-revolution force in the background, which is putting down any resistance behind, just in case there are any issues. So keep clicking on the flag and highlighting, and what I do, I go for guard victory points, guard naval bases, and anti-revolution. So that's how I generally have mine set up. Or if it's a lot larger area and I'm running short of guys, then it's just anti-revolution. It depends what the situation is, whether you need to guard the ports, but it's a useful function to use. So let's keep moving our way towards Moscow, Leningrad, Stalingrad, all the old favourites. So here's an example which is very, very useful. I've got this unit which is pushing through the back, but they're likely to try and cut him off, attack him, fix him in place, and really cause issues. So what you want to do is follow where he's been with a fallback line. Say come from here, follow it all the way through, follow through past Oriel and to where he is at the moment. Start that off as the fallback line for these units, and it'll give a certain amount of protection for him, so he's got somewhere to fall back to if something happens. Very, very useful. Push them in to close that up. He's following through there. Let's move them into there. We've got this pocket and it just doesn't shut, even though there's no one in there. Oh, computing machine. Nice. Send them through to there. Get these guys following through. These guys are moving through, so we want to then work through, capture these additional zones. That looks good. Keep it rocking and rolling, and just keep following. Close these little pockets. Move the planes up constantly. Keep them assisting you. Keep it all going through. Keep it all going nicely. And we're going to follow get them heading that way to cut in behind. Move them through to there. This unit to there, and then following through to there. So we've got a selection of units in position to start surrounding their units, hold them in place. You've got the air attack on them, and this sort of situation going in 30 days it's going to be until we take them down. That's fine. We've got air superiority. It's looking really, really good. Checking the air superiority. Let's have a look. So, oh, they've got more planes. We need just to get some more fighters in. Oh, that's not looking good. So that's the thing. Keep checking all the time. Look for what you've got where. Ah, that's because we've got too many in one place. Okay, let's move them into there to cover this zone and watch what happens. That should clear up both zones. That's it. Fantastic. They must have captured an area in the background, and then I hadn't realised that one of my flights had been moved. So that's a little thing. Even I don't always get it right, but you've got to be aware and realise what could be happening and keep checking. So, and then at the same time, research slot available. So we've got the Granat Werfers coming on, mechanised offensive, new one coming in, excavation, fighter ace, and ship-wise now we're going to start to need improved ships. 1938 Hipper class heavy cruisers, very useful, very, very nice piece of kit. Carriers, yes, it would be good to have those. I'll leave that for the moment. Let's have a look at the production side. It says December 1938. Nearly. If I start this production, I'll lose about a month, or I'll be behind a month, which is not a good idea. So what we want, let's check these. That's coming on nicely. New artillery, nearly ready, and I'm thinking anti-tank. Get a proper anti-tank unit, which would be cheaper than the fixed units, and we've got the anti-air ready. So you're kicking in, and you can see. Oh, that's one of the units that we inherited. Sorry, this one with anti-air, which doesn't use any tungsten, that sort of thing. Very useful, but the real anti-tank units that we're going to start needing if we're hitting bigger and harder armoured units, that's what we're going to need. So yeah, we're going to need to start researching those to get them in place. Very, very useful. So let's roll this on. And when you've moved things on, these units were in a fallback line further back, and now I'm moving them up to hold the line further forward, so they're going to be shifting to this line behind in case the enemy breaks through and tries to cause us serious attrition problems. So very, very neat. Get them in position, keep pushing up, keep closing these little pockets as you find them. Moving them into there. These units, let's push in there, take them out. Mob-handed, multi-directions, and close the escape routes for them as well. Into there, one unit straight through that way. Keeping on pushing it through. That's it, that's looking good. Follow the lines. You to there, you to there, you through to there, and close up any pockets as they open up. Like us being attacked here, but luckily we're able to hold them. And we're going to carry on pushing through to Stalingrad. I'm going to push them this way, start them circling around, taking Stalingrad from the other side. From the other side of the river. Get that there, Stalingrad, other side of the river, and then closing in around them to encircle that unit. And it's little things like that. Just get the slightly faster units doing that sort of thing in the background, and keep it just rocking and rolling all the way. So, time to keep it going, but just keep making sure you move these lines behind, the fallback lines, so you've got enough troops behind to assist, just in case something goes a little bit pear-shaped. Because when that happens and you start losing units and you haven't got people making up the lines, it can be it's really not very nice. So yeah, I only had that happen once, and I don't ever want to do that again. It was like, what the heck is going on? So yeah, it was one of those situations. Just move them into there, them to there, follow that, take that unit, and they can follow through that way. Follow them through to that side, encircle that unit, and then send these guys in to pin them in place while the other units are coming in behind them and forming a pocket around them. That's it, that's them sorted. They're going in, let's get them in that direction, up there, and then around, form a little pocket just in case there's a troop here, and then with this unit straight in at the other side, and these units would have closed the pocket just in case there's a unit hiding there in the snowy forest ready to spring out and cause you problems, which has been known to happen. So catch you later, let's move this on. It's all going nicely, we're on the way. We've captured this section of of Russia. The only problem is, if we capture either side, the other group may claim it, and then we have to fight for it again. So that's one issue. But we're going in, we're moving forward. The troops are getting in, ready to capture places like Leningrad. That's on the way. Stalingrad is about to fall, or it's just fallen, and the area around it is about to go as well. All looking good. But it's 9:09 in the morning, and I've got a review to do on the daily tank, and then some sleep. So I will carry this on in the next exciting episode. So have a really, really great day. And so everyone else is waking up as well. Messages, it's that time. So, oh yes, the war score. So against the Soviet-German war, we've wiped out 3.17 million for 477,000. So, you know, that's pretty good. About an 8 to 1 ratio-ish. And then we come to the second one with the other Russia. They've lost 42,000 and we have lost 0 units at all. So that's a pretty good ratio. So by doing it this way, just watching what you're doing with your people, going in, encircling them, attacking all at once, mob-handed, not allowing them to set up properly, and even if there's a couple of them, by surrounding them, attacking at the same time, the negative penalties are just horrendous against the defender. So that's a good thing to know, and a good thing to not have yourself in that position. So just these little things that hopefully can help you to improve. And if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate and put them in the comments. I'm happy to help with anything whatsoever. So that's me. I'm going to sign out for now. We're halfway through. We're nearly. Oh, let's do it. I really want to get to Moscow. Let's push them through the airport. That way up to Moscow. Them closing in the other side there, and let's start encircling it. Him moving in that way, encircling these guys around the back and in. Him moving up that way from the other direction there, and then coming in around Moscow from the other side. That's it, he's going through to there, around the back, in around that unit, at the same time pushing through with those. That's looking good. He's moving into there, and then we'll get him to attack into that just into there. I don't want to attack across the river, because even though you get great big bonuses, I'd rather not do it that way to start. So pulling him back out up towards Novgorod, and then straight up towards Leningrad. Those guys are moving up, they're moving in. These armies, let's grab all of these for now. Let's get all of them heading up to there, encircling Moscow, coming back down and heading towards Uralsk, and then coming back in towards our normal units. And that's what I'm going to do for now. So we'll keep this rocking and rolling. We've got some more factories, 3 more factories, 1, 2. You can see the numbers, and our supplies are going very neatly. So we're going to need a little bit more rubber, and so let's go for a new factory. So synthetic, let's do that back in our territory, not the enemy territory, and put that in there. Let's grab that and bump it straight up. That's been damaged and needs to be redone. Those have been damaged and need to be redone. Let's just repair all of these factories to give us some really big bonuses. That's been damaged. There's a lot of damage. Keep it rocking and rolling. That's it. And then we'll just wait for those to repair. Keep this rocking and rolling. We need to close these little areas in the background. You into there. You into there. You there. Follow that through. Keep it going. You guys move up to there. Encircle them that way. You go that way to encircle that town. You move into there to take that. They're going into there. You move into there. We get ready to encircle them. You follow through to there, and then there. You up there. You there. You round. It's a slow process of just wiggling them through the snow. That's it. Keep it rocking and rolling. We're getting there. It's a slow process. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to stop, because I thought you guys... But I want to show you what it's really like. It's boring, but I want to take Moscow. I expect when we take Moscow, they're going to shift the capital somewhere down here. Possibly Vladivostok, or that's somewhere like that. So that's one of the things you've got to watch out for. And it's a good thing if you are working with Japan, they can take that side of it, then you can capture it together. But this way, by doing it on your own, you gain the whole territory on your own. But it's more of a tricky job doing it. But when you do it, it's really, really nice. That's it. Nice. Taking down more of their units. Now, at this stage, let's get some of these guys who may need to be repaired. Get them in. And this, the Kriegsmarine, that's a lot of damage. We'll just mainly get the destroyers in. In fact, let's just get everybody repaired all at the same time. That's looking good. Okay, send them all in. We've got the flyers overhead dealing with things, and we've got even more production, which is really nice. So, support equipment, let's bump that up to there. That's something we drastically need. Everything else is coming on nicely. Towed anti-air, very neat. 150 points. Modify the government. Now, what can we go for? So, Chief of the Army, Army Offense, Organisation. Yes, let's go for... division speed is very useful, especially for my sort of attack. So by pushing in, it'll aid with the encirclement and moving on people who just don't think you can move that fast. So so I like being able to do that. Let's get him back into there first. And here we are. So you find units that are just hidden in the snowy wastes. So a circle around him. You up to there, split it into two, and the other units heading that way, round and around Moscow. Moving him in. Oops. Let's get him attacking into there. You pushing in to deal with those guys. Pin them in place. Keep it going. Keep it going. Check down the bottom. Make sure we're not in any situation, because this is where the issues could come. So I'm going to grab those, do a fallback line from here right the way through this zone, just in case they try and break through to this unit. And on the other side we'll do the same right the way down to there. And then we want a different coloured unit, like this unit, to do a line through Stalingrad and around this way to form a loop around that they can't close easily, or they can't break through easily. That's it, through there to there, and then follow through. That's looking good. Let's move there and to capture the airfield. Him through to there, and then push down towards the coast. That's it, they're going that way. You capture that, and let's get him moving in, closing up all of these patches. And just following the loops through. You to there, through to there, him into there, deal with that, you into there, and those guys heading through that way. One of them coming through to there so we can split the trails. He didn't quite get to where I sent him. Shucks, naughty little thing. And then back to here. In fact, there, airfield, then back. Let's get that one. Armenia, airfield, and then up to the coast. And I'm going to send him around the edge to close these pockets, take that from the other side, seal those up, and to follow through and help with these zones as well. So slowly meandering. It's frustrating when it's like this sometimes. That's it, we've got them tied in, take that, attack Leningrad, you move up, take the airfield, close those pockets, you in there, in, and let's move. Oh, pause. Nice Granatwerfer's ready to rock and roll. December 1938, nearly ready to kick in. And let's look at the arty situation. Oh, so close. Just 3 or 4 days. So let's just keep this rocking and rolling. I'm just going to hold it. I would say let's go for Marines. It'll be a couple of months, but that's always a good one, especially for amphibious assaults. So you can see the pattern. Just go in. You create these little pockets. Create the little pockets. Close the little pockets. Ensure that they can't get behind you. And any areas like this, you don't think of automatically clear because their troops are there, just waiting to work their way behind you and cut you off. Once they've cut you off, you've got the terrible attrition, because it's still December in Russia and the attrition rate is just awful, absolutely awful. You will be seriously in trouble. And something they need to do in the background is use the air experience, otherwise you lose it. So right now you'd want to be going to the production side for planes and looking to upgrade the planes. So let's get in, close that. So we've got the BF-110. Let's have a look at the engine side. That's looking good. Weapons, that takes down to 96. Is it good enough? Let's just have that as 1. 80 points. Yep, let's leave it like that for now. We can do a special D version later. So let's go for the B. So close that. The B version, we'll upgrade it to the C version. And that's that. Tied in, used 80 points, and that'll keep us with better and better equipment as time goes by. And we're working our way through, all our way to Moscow. We're nearly there. Taking these areas, sealing them in, closing these up behind them. And let's go that way. Coming up this side, meeting up there, encircling these units as well, and then attacking from multiple directions. Any units you find. That's it, he's moving that way. Let's move them there to encircle those cavalry. And we'll grab one of those units. You up there to help come behind. One of those to move into there so we encircle him even tighter. That's looking good. That's going to flip any minute to being green. And we just keep this rocking and rolling. That's it. Fall of Moscow. Brilliant, brilliant news. But depends where they've sent the... Yeah, it's gone to Leningrad. That's it. And we'll send them... They're going straight in. He's pulled in to defend. And we're going sneaking around the back of him. Oh dear, what a pity. Never mind. So let's have a look at the big picture. Numbers wise, so support equipment. Yeah, let's go for support equipment. Production. We've got 10 more units. That's nice. Wow. Humongous. Right. Oh. Okay, we've just defeated them. Nice. I think this is a good place to... let's go for conquer. We'll take them. We've got a lot of points. Let's just click these in. See what we can do. Highlight all those. So we've taken the one section. And let's look at how much it's going to cost to take all of these zones as we work our way through. That's really nice. And this is one of the reasons why, if I'm doing it this way, I don't like sharing it with anyone else, because it's all the hard work. And it's your resources for domination of the world, and you don't really want to give it away, do you? Well, I don't. So that's just the way I am, you know. Certainly when playing this. So that's it. Russia done. Let's end the turn. This is now ours, and we're going to carry on. That's it. Peace conference gone. Pause. So we've taken out that section. But we have the whole rest of the Soviet Union to capture in the background. So I will carry that on in the very next episode. So I think that's a really good point to leave it. So the German Reich is spreading quite a nice way. But I want to do something about Czechoslovakia. Capture this on the way through, and then take the rest. You know, lots and lots of options. So, see you on the next one, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.